Hello everyone. Children, we are continuing with the chapter of circulatory system, and this is the C part of circulatory system. In the previous videos, children, you have studied about the different types of blood cells, that is the red blood cells, white blood cells, blood platelets. And in this session, we will study about the blood vessels. As I told you, children, that these blood vessels are the tube-like structures which help in transportation of the blood, through which these blood vessels are the tube-like structures through which the blood flows. So here we will study about these blood vessels. Blood flows in the blood vessels, which are of following three types. Previously also I told you, children, that these blood vessels are of three types: arteries, veins and capillaries. So we will here study one by one. Arteries. Arteries are vessels which carry blood away from the heart. As I told you in the previous session, that arteries, they are the blood vessels. They carry oxygenated blood from heart to different parts of the body. That means from heart, it takes the blood from the heart and distribute it to all the other parts of the body. All arteries except pulmonary arteries carry pure blood. See, all the arteries, they carry the pure blood. But there is one artery, that is the pulmonary artery, that carries impure blood or the deoxygenated blood. So children, be careful, listen it very carefully. All the arteries, they carry pure blood or the oxygenated blood from heart to different parts of the body. But only the pulmonary arteries carries impure blood. They are elastic with narrow lumen. So their lumen is elastic. Elasticity is there in the arteries. Arteries branch into smaller arteries called the arterioles and end in capillaries. So all the arteries, all the branches of the arteries are called arterioles, and they also branch, or we can call it, they end in capillaries. Arteries are deeply situated and their lumen is without valve. So these arteries are deeply situated in our body and their lumen is without valve. So there is no valve in the arteries. The blood in the arteries flows under pressure and with jerks. See, because there is no valve here in the arteries, so blood in the arteries, they flow with a great pressure and with jerk. So great, have you felt the jerk when you apply brakes in your vehicle or in your cars? We feel a jerk. When we are in a speed and we apply the brake, suddenly we feel jerk. In the same way as the blood in the arteries, they flow under great pressure and with jerks. So this is all about the arteries. Arteries, they carry pure blood. They carry the blood from heart to different parts of the body, except the pulmonary artery. These arteries, they are elastic with narrow lumen. Their lumen is very narrow. Arteries branch into arterioles and end in the capillaries. All the arteries are deeply situated and without valves. The blood in the arteries flow with great pressure and jerk. Now veins. Veins bring or carry blood back to the heart. As the arteries, they carry the blood from heart to different organs. In the same way, these veins, they bring back blood from different organs to the heart. All veins except the pulmonary veins carry impure blood. All the veins, they carry impure blood except the pulmonary vein. So pulmonary vein, it carries the pure blood. Have you understood? All the arteries carry pure blood except the pulmonary artery. That means pulmonary artery carries impure blood. All the veins, they carry impure blood except the pulmonary vein. That means the pulmonary vein carries pure blood. Now, they are less elastic with wider lumen. We have seen the arteries, they are elastic and their lumen is narrow. Here, they are less elastic and their lumen is wider. Small veins are called venules, which are formed from capillaries and joined to form the veins. See here, small veins are called the venules, which are formed from capillaries and joined to form the veins. See here, we can see the diagram. This is the artery. Arteries branch into arterioles and they end in the capillaries. You can see here capillaries. These capillaries, they join to form the venules and venule form the veins. Veins are superficially situated and can be seen from the surface of the skin. See children, I will show you this. I told you all the arteries, they are deeply situated, but the veins are superficial. You can see in my hand, I will show you children. You can see my veins. Can you see here? It is very much clear. See, you can see they are superficial. So, they are visible. Veins are superficially situated and can be seen from the surface of skin. The veins have pocket-shaped valves to prevent the backflow of blood. So, the veins have a valve that prevents the backward flow of the blood. In arteries, we have no valves. The blood flows smoothly through the veins. So, as their lumen is wider, the blood flows very smoothly. But in arteries, their lumen is narrow, so the blood flows with great jerk, uh, great pressure with jerk. Capillaries. Capillaries are fine vessels which connect the arteries and veins. We can see here in this diagram, this is the artery, these are the arterioles, and arterioles end in the capillaries. These capillaries, they join to form the venules and then they join to form the veins. So they connect. So these capillaries are fine vessels which connect the arteries and the veins. This is the artery, this is the vein, and these capillaries, they connect the arteries and the veins. Arteries branch to form arterioles. Arterioles further branch to form the capillaries. As I told you just now, capillaries reunite to form the venules and venules unite to form the veins. See here, the capillaries, they reunite to form the venules and these venules, they reunite to form the veins. The wall of capillaries is formed of single layer of endothelial cells which lie in close contact with the body tissue. So these walls of the capillaries, they are very thin, we can say, or they are formed by a single layer of endothelial cells, and these capillaries, they are in close contact with the body tissues. Now we will see the unique role of capillaries, or what is the role of the capillaries here. As the blood flows along the capillaries, the oxygen and other useful substances diffuse out to the surrounding cells, and waste materials like carbon dioxide diffuse into the blood, making it deoxygenated. Now see, I told you the blood flows from the arteries to the capillaries, and the blood transport all the food materials, oxygen, hormones, gas, digested food. So what happens, all these useful substances and oxygen, they diffuse out to the surrounding cells, as these capillaries are formed of single layered endothelial cells. So from these capillaries, diffusion takes place to the surrounding cells, and waste materials like carbon dioxide diffuse into the blood. From the body tissues, it diffuses into the blood, making it deoxygenated. In this way, the blood becomes deoxygenated because all the waste materials and carbon dioxide, they diffuse into the blood and makes it deoxygenated. In this way, the capillaries keep our tissues in a healthy state because all the waste materials are diffused again into the blood, so it keeps our body tissues in a healthy state. Leukocytes squeeze out of thin capillary wall and come to lie in the tissue fluid, which is also known as lymph. As I told you, children, the leukocytes blood is made formed of this red blood cells, white blood cells, or the leukocytes, and the blood platelets. And during their movement, what happens, as you know, children, these leukocytes have amoeboid movement, and during their movement they squeeze out from the thin walls of the capillaries and come to lie in the body fluid, in the tissue fluid, which is known as the lymph. The capillaries are extremely numerous, and every organ contains thousands of them. So these capillaries are numerous, and every organ contains thousands of capillaries. Now, valve inside veins. Blood in the veins is at a much lower pressure than in the arteries. One way valve inside, see children, as these veins, they have a wider lumen, so there is very less pressure in the veins than in the arteries. One way valve inside the veins, as there is a pocket shaped wall is present in the veins, which prevents the backward flow of the blood. So inside the vein, prevent the one way valve inside the veins prevent the blood from flowing backward. The force of heartbeat, see here, the force of the heartbeat keeps the blood flowing away from the heart through the arteries, so there is no need for valves inside them. So why the arteries do not have valves? See the reason is that, underline it children, this is very important. The force of the heartbeat keeps the blood flowing away from the heart. This force produced by the heartbeats, it helps the blood flowing away from the heart through the arteries, so there is no need for valves inside them. There is no chance of backward flow of blood into the arteries. So because the force of the heartbeat continuously helps in flowing away the blood from the heart through the arteries, so there is no need of valves inside them. So here children, we end this, and watch this video children very carefully. Learn all the important things. You can learn the differences between the arteries and the vein, and why the arteries, they do not have the valves. So children, we'll meet again. Bye.